Today we look at 3 winners from this year's NBA Summer League and how they impact the upcoming season. Nothing beats crowding into a packed gym in a city with a median temperature of 148 degrees to watch players you never heard of compete for a team's final roster spot. I joke, sort of. The Summer League this year was especially exciting because of a new crop of rookies led by potentially generational talent, Victor Wembanyama. His time in Vegas began with a bizarre encounter with Britney Spears and ended with one of the summer's most impressive games. Meanwhile, other rookies struggled, whether through injury or poor on-court performance. As always, keep in mind that a player's first summer is far from a sure predictor of his career trajectory, so take everything with a grain of salt. That being said, here are a few of the 2023 NBA Summer League winners. Let's just get this out of the way quickly. Wembanyama not only generated more buzz than any other Summer League participant in history, but he also had his own mini redemption story in the 2 games he played in Las Vegas. After a disappointing 2 for 13 debut in which Wembanyama appeared physically outmatched, the haters were out in full force. But the 7'4" giant responded 2 nights later with a brilliant performance, scoring 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks on 9 for 14 shooting, including 2 of 4 from 3-point range. Perhaps most notably, Wembanyama clearly improved his game as the Spurs clawed their way back into the game against the Blazers in the 4th quarter, scoring 10 points on 14 of 5 shooting. He appeared more energized and enthusiastic as the game approached, pumping his fists and screaming after key defensive stops. Overall, Wembanyama demonstrated everything that has made him one of the best prospects in NBA history, including shot blocking, shot making, and the ability to impact games in seemingly every way. The Spurs did not make a mistake with this one. Every year, at least one second-year player demonstrates why he has no business being at Summer League. Jabari Smith Jr. was that player this time. Before being shut down after only 2 games, the 2022-23 All-Rookie Rockets forward averaged 35.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. He took advantage of a captive audience waiting for Victor Wembanyama's debut by hitting a game-winning 3-pointer from 28 feet away against the Trailblazers. Smith then annihilated the Pistons with 38 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Laughing and crowing to his Rockets teammates watching from the bench, at one point Detroit center James Wiseman attempted to guard Smith, who responded with a step-back 3-pointer in his face. Because of Houston's offseason additions, Smith isn't guaranteed major minutes, so they must be pleased to see him take Summer League seriously and dominate the way he did. His playmaking, his 4-assist average dwarfs his rookie mark of 1.3 per game, and the fact that he took 27 free throws in 2 games after averaging fewer than 3 last season were perhaps most impressive. Don't feel bad if you forgot about Chet Holmgren. We hadn't seen him in over a year after he sustained a foot injury during a Seattle Pro-Am game last summer that forced him to miss the entirety of his rookie season with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Instead, Holmgren will delay his NBA debut until 2023-24, and he reminded us all during Summer League why he was such a high prospect out of Gonzaga. Not only did last year's number 2 overall pick appear healthy and limber, but he also displayed his intriguing, multifaceted skill set. Holmgren put up 12.5 points, 10 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks in 2 games in Utah in his first action of the summer. He improved in his 2 games in Las Vegas, averaging 20.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks per game. Holmgren's rim protection was his most impressive skill, as he swatted away shots from the weak side with reckless abandon, including multiple dunk attempts. In the post, he always demonstrated some fancy fundamental footwork. Though he didn't shoot well from the 3-point range this summer, Holmgren's game will presumably include that as well. What is certain is that he will be a borderline elite rim protector who can finish at the rim and facilitate top of the key right away. This was an excellent start to what should be a healthy and productive rookie season. The NBA season begins in a few months, and these 3 players have put teams on notice. But before we get into the hype, let's not forget about Kevin Knox's incredible Summer League. Look at him now, and I say this as a Knicks fan. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment on what you're most excited for this upcoming season, and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching.